good afternoon, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. What's his name? Lee Gunner, for instance, he says, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, mine is good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, because I seem to do these things in the afternoon. These things, talk to you in the afternoon. So, welcome back. Once again to me. My name's Drew Blue Thai. For instance, I live in Thailand, as you probably can see, and well, you probably can't see, but it's sunny weather. So, for instance, I'm a big City fan, born in Manchester, for instance, and I like to talk about City and Manchester City, especially a crucial time for instance, our life, for instance, in our season, as we approach the end of the season, and we've gone through. We're approaching the last two games now of Spurs and, for instance, and West Ham, last game of the season. So, but I just want to have a quick chat about the previous game, etc. For instance, our review of the Wolverhampton, for instance, for instance, the Fulham game, and yeah, it was, for instance, what's your thoughts and how you feel about things, and going into the game, etc. For instance, I think everybody was talking about it was going to be the most difficult part of the between the Spurs and of the last two away games between Fulham and Spurs, and I think everybody's a bit complacent. Oh, complacent, a bit kind of relaxed about the Spurs game. So what's it called? Which I'll get into in another video. So, but yeah. So going into the Fulham game, etc., there was I was very confident. I thought it was going to be at least 4-1. I said that in my what's it called, vlog before that. For instance, saying that, for instance, I was quite confident. I think City get into the business end of the season, and we just basically, for instance, we're very confident in and the fact that we can get the games over the line, and regardless of what the media put up, and this guy and that guy, and etc., and make us nervous, and we have typical City fans saying the same thing. Overall, for instance, it's we're very confident about going into the games, these last couple of games, because it's just what we do. And this season, I think, for instance, even though we're very disappointed being knocked out of the Champions League, the mere fact that, for instance, we're going into this game, etc., without, I think the City fans now, I think Manchester City saying, oh, well, we've lost the Champions League, but we can do something which we haven't done before, which is getting the full peak. Which is amazing, for instance, and four times we do it, and then we can go from win the FA Cup and between the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, and now the Premier League and the FA Cup, etc. For instance, beating United, for instance, we can actually to win the game. For instance, we can have a hell of a season. So, for instance, I know Liverpool's cancelled their trophy parade. So what's it called? But in class last season. For instance, it's quite kind of everything's kind of falling into place. But so we had to go to Fulham on a 12:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, playing first, and win. And because we got to win these games, we can't just draw them. We can't just just do an Arsenal and just kind of let's get the draw in. We can pick it up there. No, we got to win. And going into the game, for instance, I was a bit nervous about going into the game, and for instance, myself, etc. But I felt fully confident that we will do so. A lot of team, me, I was more than confident about the 12:30 kickoff. I thought we'd get in, get it done, and then we can sit back and relax and see what Arsenal do against United on the Sunday. Going into the game, for instance, we had the full strength squad. I said last time I spoke to you prior to the game, etc. We didn't have the squad. For instance, settled squad. For instance, quite settled squad. But for instance, and etc. deserve the chance, and they're doing very, very well. So yeah, big up to them. Yeah, I was very confident with them boys. Yeah. Um, for instance, uh, we got that blend, for instance, with Rod. I think the only doubt of the game, etc., was Jack Grealish, who would probably be a starter for me, was a goal, but because we do miss Jack. But he, he the tendency to, for instance, well, he's not been at his best this season. So, for instance, and also I think he was sick as well that against Fulham, going coming into the game. So I was a little bit disappointed that he, for instance, he wasn't in the squad at all. He was coming off the bench because I think he needs minutes. He needs his, he needs influences. And every in Jack. So, um, uh, in the first 5 minutes of the game, for instance, a great support by the Man City fans, great atmosphere, lovely sunny day in England, summer's in the UK, and it was my. I like people like to Fulham, and I said like I've just got that kind of thing because Fulham are a London club, and they're always going to be. They're never going to do anything. I know they have a nice ground. I'm not keen. I know it's a nice area for so on. It's just kind of 1990 thing. So first of all, it doesn't give me that kind of feeling about it, about the game. Um, about the ground. I think, for instance, if you're going to play, be in the Premier League, etc., at least have the guts to do something. I know they don't have the financial might and things like that, but that always not always the case. But I'm always a little bit napped about about things like that. I just don't. So yeah, if Fulham went down, he wasn't won by the slightest, etc. But they do that, and then they come back up, and they kind of stay mid table. So, and they're a nice team. They're not a team people know don't want them. They're not. They hate. Maybe if you live in London, etc. But yeah, they're just not. Yeah, I would have that kind of. Look at the stadium. There's never ever going to be a big stadium. Never going to be a massive club, etc. Never going to be. And yeah, it's not for me. It really isn't. And I don't know what it is, etc. City fans like going there, for instance. It's a nice view and everything, and yeah, but I'm not buying it. Anyway, so the game started off, and Fulham played well. They played uh, 10 minutes. Like I said, they were playing well, for instance, and then after the minutes, Leicester City suddenly gradually took control and started playing, taking the possession, which we always knew they would. And yeah, and I was what's it called out? I was calm. I listened to my what's it called? A commentary of choices, the Man City commentary. Um, what's it called? And I like the guys. For instance, Andy Morrison was doing co-commentary. What's it called with the normal gentleman? I've lost his. I do. I'll find it next game. And yeah, and he was. I feel very calm. And he, they, they're very, very good at commentary for open and fair. Anyway, I was listening to the commentary, the commentary, for instance, and I was confident. Sometimes it's about 60 seconds behind, so I was going, but I don't want because I'm listening to a City fan because they always seem to have an arsehole fan or you know, commentary, and it's just sick of it. It's very, you know, I mean, come on, go back and white. Okay, so never was to go to Michael Owen or something like that. Just come on. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I so after about after For instance, up popped our position on the left was with right, and the kids been back to the net and one Man City. It was just not shocked, etc. by the goal. The one with the this guy Jordan he got quite and I just the guy for instance he's playing. It's just, I was over mood. I was loved it. What's it called? Why the way he played. Come on now, for instance, is you know, of course, it's that in a new country and a new, yeah, for instance, he's playing a new role and the left back rather than centre back, etc. And he's now thriving in his and scoring important goals for us. He got that goal against Madrid, and of course, he's not only playing well, for instance, he's scoring goals, important goals. And yeah, the goal was amazing. So I was really, really, really pleased. Yeah. Anyway, so for instance, so for instance, after that, for instance, we can totally control the game. Had a couple of shots, etc. Was to go which went over the bar, etc. For instance, there was a certain anxiety. We would have got a second goal. That would have been it. And but it was still 1-0, and you know, and we had all the possession. They had no chances. For instance, we'd not knocked the ball around so many times, etc. The whole that we were just totally in control, but we didn't have that second goal. And in the past, and you know, and I've done it myself, etc. I say, no, we're all right, and then we can see the goal. But I just don't see it this time of the year. I just don't see it. I think we can control games, etc. And I just feel that we're in the time, etc. Where, for instance, when if somebody does score again and score against them, we'll score. It's always nice to have that second goal. Anyway, so for instance, the City fans were doing the great singing and everything well. We got to 40 minutes. We got to, for instance, the half time, fully confident. For instance, started very much similar to the first. For instance, and for instance, we were much in control, kicking towards our fans. And I'm just waiting for the next, you know, what's the second goal. It was kind of like we were creating chances, etc. But we didn't have another great chance, etc. What's it called? Put your anyway, what's it called? Misguide it and for instance, there was a certain degree of was he going over those days? But, and then Bernardo went. It got taken out by Fulham player, and the ball got knocked over to to the player of the season. For instance, even though mine's Rodri, and the football writers player of the season. And with Phil Foden, and he kind of slotted the game out, the ball into the left hand side. So yeah, and I was delighted, absolutely delighted for Phil, and it was. He went over and did his usual, rifle shot at the City fans. City fans went raptured. I've seen some of the podcasts from City fans who were there, blogs, and they were, it really, really kicked off because that second goal coming. That's it. Anyway, it was the and, so yeah, really happy. Anyway, so. So for instance, not long after that, for instance, came across over. I think it was Bernardo who came over across crossed it over, and then Guardiola again, for instance, caught. I think Aki went for the ball, for instance, and he missed it, and then again came to Guardiola, for instance, who knocked it in the back of the net, after 3-0, and for instance, and then we had, and then there was time for substitutions. And for instance, Alvarez came off, Berlin, and Devin went off. Yeah, for instance, we started Oscar coming, Rico Lewis, did a, did well, for instance, and yeah, it was okay. For instance, could have put a goal, but for instance, um, the a tackle, for instance, on Alvarez, for instance, which led to a penalty and a second yellow card for one of those guys, the Fulham guy, whatever, and he went off. I think Diop, whatever, wasn't it? He went off, and yeah, then Alvarez started the ball in, started the ball home. People were talking about no, not your generator, and so I hope you can hear still, I mean, for instance, for instance, yeah. For instance, the ball was, I think, was offered to Kyle Walker, offered the ball to, for instance, to Guardiola, but Guardiola, unlike Chelsea, for instance, Guardiola declined because we got a system, we got a penalty taker on the pitch, and it was offered to Alvarez, etc., to come stop the ball on to make it 4-0. Happy days. 4-0, fourth peak. That's there, 4 again. So yeah, and did fantastic to the goal difference. For instance, bringing it down to 2. So can't can't complain. For instance, it was a City fans leaving the game, etc. Was so happy. In Cheeseman listening to his blog, etc. Listening to how he, you know, from his interviewing City fans after the game, City fans delirious, enjoying themselves in the sunshine. Yeah, for instance, and the City fans, City players after the game, etc. You know, cheered for the guys, etc. And yeah, for the City fans, etc. For instance, in the, yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely superb. Yeah. Can't complain. Really can't complain. For instance, it's what Man City do. We play, you know, and we go out and we just, you know, we just, this is our time of the season where we just go out and we play well, and you know, we've been absolutely in great form at the moment. One injury went to Aki, who went off. Carl came on. What's it called? But yeah, I don't think it's that particularly serious. I'm coming doing this vlog, so knowing that, for instance, he trained. For instance, so I don't know whether he'll be in the side against Spurs, but for instance, no, it was a job well done. A callback of the 4 goals away against Fulham. Another London club chalked off. 3 out of 4 now in London, and we only got one to go, which is the Spurs game. But overall, for instance, it was a great performance, and it was, and I'm, you know, thank you, City fans, who went down, and the City players, and yeah, you know, everyone's confident. I thought there was a 4-1 in it, but it was a 4-0, and they had one shot on target. For instance, their major threat came the City left, etc., which was their right, etc. From what was his name? Oh gosh, tip of my tongue. Former Wolves player. Oh, he was terrible, doesn't he? Really informative. Yeah, but always tip of my tongue. Um, yeah, but he, for instance, in Boston was a attempt on goal, really, by Traore. Yeah, there you go. For instance, I'm not getting that old. God. Yeah. So that's it. So let's go back to now. Now we're going to the Spurs game on Tuesday. It'll be Wednesday morning. It was my last 2 o'clock in the morning watch alongs. I'm going to be tired, tired. Yeah. And for instance, God, I've got bags in my eyes for a reason. No. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to to Spurs. I'm not nervous about it, but I'll talk to you that in a little while. For instance, when I do a vlog of a preview of the verse of Spurs, and how much the Spurs fans don't really want to City Spurs to win, but you know, buys to buy, buys to buy. You never know. You never know. I'm not buying that one. What's it called? Yeah, I've been down that road before with Everton. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, but it's going to be an interesting game, and if we get 3 points out of that one, then I believe West Ham, a great team, for instance, but they're kind of on the beach with Moyes. David Moyes leaving. Congratulations to David Moyes. Shame that you're leaving the club, but you're leaving them in a lot better state than they were when you took over for the second time. They're winning a European trophy, you know, and so it was good. But you've had some pretty bad results as well. So maybe next time some new blood, and you did well compared, you know, for instance, the way they treated you at Old Trafford, and yeah. Anyway, so for instance, we'll see what happens against Spurs, but City do what we do, and for instance, absolutely delighted for getting the 3 points and the 4 goals, and the only injury, only concern, that was the only downside. But Kamal came on and did very well, and so I've got no concern. Guardiola thinks he's getting the man of the match. I think he was surprised. I saw an interview after the game. He was like, "Oh, you got the man of the match." And he's like, "Well, yeah, you're kidding me." And yeah, but it's a well-deserved creations and Kovacic. I think he's giving that kind of that piece. For instance, I think he's giving that support to Rodri. He's supporting. Wait for the motorbike to go away. Welcome to Thailand. Now you know I'm in Thailand. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll speak to you again for the Spurs watch along. The Spurs preview, and uh, and yeah, I will speak to you soon, and hope you're enjoying this and what I'm doing. And for instance, if you get any comments, let me know. For instance, and it's not a 401. It's not like the guys, for instance, that do it. It's just a City fan, you know, talk about City. And if you like, you know, want me to continue doing these, if not, I might just do it because I enjoy talking City. For instance, I think I get a lot concerned because I'm in the Thai area, for instance, and Thai's not really quite. I was going to do today, for instance. They had the music going on and the rains kicked in and the mist at home. So yeah, so I always get a bit of peace and quiet, but no. Welcome to Thailand. Anyway, guys, I'll speak to you soon, and we'll talk about the Spurs game and my thoughts on that one. But I'll hope you have a good day, for instance, and hope you're feeling confident about the City and feel good about City at the moment. And it's great to be a Blue at the moment. Sorry, Ian. And it's amazing to be a Blue. Fantastic. It always has been. Always has been. Always has been Blue. But anyway, I'll before now another motorbike's turned up. So for instance, a van pulls out. So before you can't hear me, and we got a couple of guns got to do his cockle doing. So yeah. Anyway, guys. Okay, I'll speak to you very soon. Take care. Okay.